the Marines are upgraded. No, they aren't upgraded at all, but ntan is continuing to upgrade his mech units, his mechanized units. He does have a pretty big number of tanks, about 12 tanks, so that is a huge number of tanks. We'll see how ToTheSky is going to be able to break this. Hopefully he's able to break this down, because that is a large number of tanks. What he really needs to do is get a lot of Immortals, and there we go. He has 2 Robo-Bays producing lots of Immortals. He already has 2 out on the field. So Immortals and Zealots, we'll see how this combination does against this, and I think that's going to be very good actually, because Siege Tanks do pretty much 0 damage to Immortals, and that's going to nullify that aspect of this fight, as well as, where are the Thors? The Thors don't do much damage against Immortals as well. And note that Immortals do 50 damage, and due to the +1 upgrade, they do 55 damage to armored units, and Thors as well as Siege Tanks are armored, so those Siege Tanks are going to be taking a ton of damage from these Immortals. They just do a ridiculous amount. As well as having a few Templar in the back to be storming, as well as being morphed into Archons when he needs to. So actually we're going to be seeing some Dark Templar play by ToTheSky. Very nice here. Let's see if it actually is going to be able to do any damage. I don't know if there's any missile turrets in the back. There are no missile turrets whatsoever, so these Dark Templar could do potentially a lot of damage. One coming into the natural as well as one going into the main. And let's see how many kills this one gets. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill. And yeah, ntan does spot this. And in the main also, this Dark Templar coming in here only has 2 or 3 kills so far. And now he is moving to the 3rd expansion. Let's see how much damage he does. He does have, this is another Dark Templar actually. So we only have, there's about 3 Dark Templar. This one did get 13 SCV kills. Wow, and this one got about 13 kills as well. So losing so many workers. This actually might bring ToTheSky back into the game, because he was falling behind due to getting this 3rd expansion so late. But very nice play there with those Dark Templar, actually causing ntan to lose a bunch. And look at that, 39 Harvesters over 70 or under 72. So ToTheSky is now really soaring ahead in the worker count, way ahead right now. So that actually did bring ToTheSky back in that game. Very nice play there. Splitting up his DTs to go to each base. And there are actually 2 Thors just sitting around here doing nothing, as well as a tank. So I think he really, ntan really should be mobilizing his forces all at the front, if anything, to defend any type of attack that's going to be coming. But oh my goodness, that is just a ridiculous amount of Immortals. They're going to be doing so much damage to this army. And note, I think Banshees would have actually been a good choice, just because there is so little air defense. So if ntan just did scout, or did any type of scouting at all, he would have been able to see this. He probably should have dropped down a couple scans as well, to see this impending army. But wow, that is so many Immortals, and it looks like, yep, ToTheSky is going to be deciding to push out very soon. And notice right there, he actually moved his Zealots into the back, because you want the Immortals in the front to be taking the brunt of the damage. And look, Thors are going to be doing barely any damage. 4 Thors attacking 1 Immortal took that long to kill. And all these Immortals are not going to be taking any damage. Zealots actually coming in to tank a lot of the Siege Tank damage. And these Immortals are just going to be blasting away at the tanks. And like I said, maybe ntan should have brought his tanks in a little bit closer to this choke point, or scouted to see when his opponent was attacking. And Storm's going down as well to kill out the SCVs, and this is just going to be doing so much damage. This is a perfect composition, Protoss army against this mech build that ntan did decide to go. And my computer is unfortunately lagging very hard. Oh, so sorry about that. I actually, my computer was getting quite full. I did not have an external hard drive, so yeah, I'm pretty much a noob. But as you saw, all those Immortals just doing a bunch of damage. These Vikings are going to be doing pretty much nothing and losing his whole army. Those were a bunch of tanks that ntan did lose. And this is really the perfect composition to go against a meching Terran. It's a very nice play by ToTheSky, switching over from Stalkers to Mass Immortal and Archon. So you don't see that too often, seeing that many Immortals on the field. Quite ridiculous. But here are the Marauders, which still, they don't do that much damage against Immortals as well. So Immortals are actually a very good choice. The only good counter to Immortals would be Marines. But note that there were a bunch of High Templar out as well, so those Marines would have probably melted away to those nice storms. But yeah, ntan right now is in a lot of trouble. He really can't do much against this army composition. It's a very nice play by ToTheSky, switching over from Stalkers to those Immortals, as well as doing as well as doing that nice Dark Templar harass. And yeah, I think this is pretty much going to be GG. I don't know if there's really much ntan can do. He is dropping down a lot of his Vikings to pretty much die. I think Vikings are armored as well, so Immortals do get that bonus damage against the Vikings. So wow, Immortals are just really good against the Terran army, if you did not know that. And yeah, ntan just does end up leaving the game. But again, ToTheSky was actually behind for a pretty good portion of that game, but thanks to that Dark Templar harass, he was able to pull in the lead and eventually get the right composition to take down that wall of siege tanks. So very nice play by ToTheSky there. Very impressive play. And yeah, I'm just excited to see more games from these two players. I actually do have a couple more games that I might cast. One of them I definitely do want to cast. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it. This is Hop StarCraft, and I'm going to be hopping off.